bring. So, we just had, I'll put this out of my way. We just played a new song. It was just created for us by Cassidy Walker called When the Light Walks In. And Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will put a link to that on our page.
Just because if we tried to play it during the services, Facebook and YouTube, they would have.
They don't like it.
Told it.
They don't, yeah.
I mean, we would have been able to get the video back, but in the meantime, it'd have been kind of a mess, as usual. So.
They have the algorithms that.
Is your mic on? Nope. Thank you.
Yeah.
Better, right?
There we go.
All right, t-shirts and sweatshirts that you may or may not want to have. This is all from old, not Star Trek,
Star Wars?
Star Wars. That's Star Trek in my head. Do or not do, there is no try. And then, have any of you ever watched British sci-fi? You know, with the Daleks and Doctor Who. Okay, yeah, they have a picture of a Dalek on the front of a T-shirt, and it says, "OMG, it's R2D2." I love him in Star Trek.
Talk about messing everything up.
We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin. And yes, they are both passed, and they're both somewhat, well, George is irreverent anyway, so. And but George definitely knew.
Tell everybody before you do anything else.
What?
Tell everybody about your sling.
Oh yeah, well, remember when I said I fell off a ladder and well, it was more serious than we thought. I broke my shoulder. Oh. So yeah,
Broke it. Wow.
yeah, the cup that is on the end of the scapula, where the actual humerus bone goes into, yeah, little pieces are hanging down from that one. So
They told him that if
I'm a good boy,
if he's a good boy, he won't need surgery. So
we'll see.
we'll see how that goes.
Always something. Always something. Okay, and John said if someone thinks that love and peace is a cliche that must have been left behind in the 60s, that's the problem. Love and peace are eternal. Thank you. And George, I used to be Irish Catholic. Now I'm an American. You know, you grow. I was Catholic, raised Catholic. Boy, went to Catholic school, church 6 days a week. Yikes.
Do you want a bad dad Halloween joke?
Yes, sure.
Why did the mummy need a day off? He was all wound up.
Or he had to unwind, one of the two.
Well, he didn't take the day off because he was afraid to unwind.
Oh, okay.
What do you call a chicken who haunts your house?
A poultrygeist.
How can you tell if a chicken is evil? Lays deviled eggs. And my favorite, how do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern? You use a pumpkin patch.
All right. And equally as insightful. The name for the search engine Google is derived from the word Google, which is Googol, which refers to the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. That's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Ooh. And yes, I can still use my left arm. I just have to be really, really, really careful and not do a lot of things that I've been doing.
He shouldn't be doing that much, but
Nothing is
I'm not going to tell him no.
Nothing is a stronger influence psychologically on their environment and especially on their children than the unlived lives of the parents.
Oh, ouch.
Can you read that again?
Nothing is a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, physiologically, on their environment.
Psychologically.
It is and especially on their children than the unlived lives of the parents. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
People, it's okay to make a mistake.
Yep. Children are the living messages we send to a time we will not see.
Oh,
Will you say
I
that one
like that.
again?
Children are the living messages we send to a time we will not see. I think that's awesome.
great grandchildren.
Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted. That's an Italian proverb.
True.
And success is how high you bounce when you hit bottom. George Patton.
Ooh.
And children have never been good at listening to their elders, but they have never failed to imitate them.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good or bad.
Yep. Cheerfulness has been called the bright weather of the heart.
Oh,
Who can doubt that we exist only to love? We live not a moment exempt from its influence.
well said.
Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. Benjamin Franklin.
He was a
And
smart guy.
William Shakespeare, what is in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And, oh, these are just all awful.
We already did dad jokes if you want to skip them.
No.
Now we'll just do, these are worse. These are worse. Trust me, these are worse.
Here it is.
What kind of elephants live at the North Pole?
Cold ones.
Elephants.
No.
Elephants.
What do you get when you cross an elephant with peanut butter?
A mess.
An elephant that sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Oh, that's
That's right. An elephant that sticks to the roof of your mouth. Why are elephants large, gray, and wrinkled? If they were small, round, and white, they'd be an aspirin. I told you these are the worst. These are the worst. Why can't you take an elephant to school?
We'll take your backpack.
It won't fit in your backpack. Yeah, exactly.
I've been here too long.
You've been here too long. There's your sign. I've been here too long. I know the bad dad jokes. Scaring me. You're scaring me. We got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
This week, Course in Miracles with Nina, right there. On November 8th is a Saturday from 10 to noon. We've got a discovery seminar entitled Near-Death Experiences. So we've had several in our group that have had near-death experiences and came back to talk about it. And so they're going to talk about it. So that'll be from 10 to noon, November 8th. It's $30 per person or $50 for a couple. So bring a friend. Bring a friend. You might want to do that. I think that's it for now.
You
Am I
think?
forgetting anything else?
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, we talk occasionally about the Houston Renaissance Fair. Guess who went?
Yeah. It was, she said it was otherworldly.
Well, we told everybody how big it was, and it's 6 weeks long, and biggest in the country, and we worked it 35 years ago or some stupid
Something.
thing.
Long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. And it sounds like, even though the grounds are the same, it's like 75 acres, it sounds like they've got more stuff there than they even had when we were there. Of course, after 35 years, you would assume so.
It's
But,
like a whole other little city.
yeah,
Its
I
own
mean, it
little
was an
town.
entire village before. Now it's more like a city. So, but I mean, jousting and
yeah.
horseback. It's just it's amazing. It's amazing.
We used to have a smaller version here, but they don't do it in the
Yeah.
park anymore.
Yeah,
No, they don't
yeah.
do
We
it
used to be in. Jan used to be in that for many, many, many years.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's hard work.
Yeah, yeah. A good friend of ours had that. She did it for a long, long time. Anyway,
Okay.
thank you.
Oh, next Sunday is the church's birthday. So, yay. Guess how many years? 28. Birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to think. So we'll probably have snacks. I think I'm going to try to bring snacks. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I think Mary Lou is going to bring us something. If you feel like bringing a snack, bring a snack. And we'll just celebrate where the light walks in. Shall we do that? So I have a lot to tell you today. Boy, I've got this concept and this idea and this thing over here and that. And I have no idea how they're all going to fit together, but I just know it's really important for me to share this information with you. And I want to start by talking about scattered energy. Speaking of things are all scattered everywhere. Have you noticed for yourself that other people seem really scattered? Have you noticed for yourself that you might be feeling a little scattered? There's a spiritual cause for that. We'll get into that here in a minute. In the meantime, it's imperative for us to just look at that without judgment. Just notice that scattered energy. And how does that feel? I don't think it feels very good. I think it feels really scattery. And I feel disconnected. And when I feel disconnected from myself, my true self. And I feel disconnected from spirit. I don't feel as grounded as I would like to be. It's a disconcerting feeling, is it not? So let's see if we can't cure that today. Let's see if we can't heal that situation today for ourselves and for others. Because whatever we do for ourselves is like a droplet of water in a pool. You know, it ripples out. It has a ripple effect. So what we do for ourselves will ripple out and affect the world that we live in. So if you are noticing other people are scattered, it might be a sign, it might be a signal, unscatter oneself. Reconnect, recharge, regroup. Can't regroup without the group. That's why you're here. That's why you're tuned in. Because as a group, when we do something, it has a profound effect on ourselves and on the world in which we live. So this scattered energy comes from a lot of false information. I don't want to say it that way. I'm being corrected. This comes from noticing other people are scattered. It might be a sign. It might be a signal.
Are you Janice?
Boy, you are scared.
Get more scattered than that.
Are we in the future? Did that happen already? We're in the Matrix, people. Words coming back.
What the everlasting heck? So,
My bad.
So, a lot of our scattered energy comes from us receiving other people's opinions and taking them on as truth, whether they are or they aren't. And a lot of us do this starting at a little age. And then there's all the social media and all that stuff that has its own opinions about stuff. But I want us to look inside, and I want you to ask yourself, what is the truth of who I am? What is the truth of who I am? Because if we know that truth, and we lock and load in the truth of who I am, that sacredness, everything else dissipates. And all that scattered, fractured energy is cohesive. I'm going to ask you to think about, who do I think I am? And when you think about this, you're going to be thinking in your head, and I want you to think in your heart. Because our heart knows the real truth of it. Our head will repeat what others have said to us. Our head will repeat a falsehood that we have told ourselves. But the heart knows the truth. That inner being, that heart of hearts, the soul, the inner being. So if we're telling ourselves that we're not good enough, that's an external falsehood. If we're telling ourselves that someone else's disapproval makes us not okay, we've shattered the truth of who we are and we're buying in the lie. Got a couple of Bible verses I want to share with you. Proverbs. Helps if you get it right side up. Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinks within himself, so he is. If you think you can't do it, you won't. Ever have trouble with procrastination? Because we're not in alignment with the truth of who we are. Here's the deal. Spirit gives us these dreams, these aspirations, these hopes, and then we don't act on them. Why? Because who we think we are isn't in alignment with that. We can't possibly do that. Well, no. But the Spirit within can help you learn and help us grow and help us be able to step into that. Of course we can't do it where we are right now. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of a hope or a dream or a goal, is to awaken within us a potential that has been hidden. If you got a hope that's kind of hanging around and you don't really know what to do with it, or you don't really have it yet, realign to that truth within yourself. Because when we think it within ourselves, then we can be it. Then we can move into that space, even if we don't have a clue how to do it. Phil and I, when we started the Divine Fellowship, we didn't know what we're doing. Had no idea. We just did it because it was what was on our plate to do. Read something else to you. For each tree, and this comes from Luke chapter 6. This is what Jesus said. This is what Jesus said. For each tree is known by its own fruit. Men do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they pick grapes from a briar patch. The good man, out of the good treasure of his heart, brings forth what is good. And the evil man, out of the evil treasure, brings forth that which is evil. For his mouth speaks from that which fills his heart. We speak some really ugly stuff to ourselves. Don't we? Who's the biggest critic in your world? I know who the biggest critic in my world is. But that's not speaking from the truth of who I am. That's speaking from a judgment that either I was handed down or I surmised from my circumstances. I didn't do that very well, so I must be a failure. No, that's where experience comes from, Phil just read. That's where experience comes from. Doesn't make me a failure. Have I made mistakes? Oh, boy, howdy. Am I going to make more? Pfft, probably. Probably before the day is out. But that isn't the truth of who I am. The truth of who I am lies within the sacredness of my soul, the sacredness of my being, the loving presence of divine source that inhabits my being and confirms that for me and affirms that for me every step of the way. If I'm not in alignment with that, if I've bought into the lie that I've heard or believed or extrapolated, and that could be the lie about the world. Oh, the world's going to heck in a handbasket. Do you know how old that phrase is? We are beings of light, and we have the power to change our world. I can't go change that other person over there, but I can change me. And within that perspective, my world will change. And from that perspective, I can step into the beauty, the power, and the grace that I am. So who are you really? Who are you really? Are you a mistake? No. I was a surprise to my mom and dad. And they made little jokes about, me being a mistake. But I wasn't a mistake. Just because they didn't plan it didn't mean I wasn't a plan for me. What about you? Who are you really? Are you the mistakes you've made? Are they the fear you hold? No. Beneath the fear is a sacred being of light. It's a challenge to let go of that fear because our physiological beings are geared for our survival. And so it utilizes fear to keep us safe. Well, I hate to tell you, I haven't seen a saber-toothed tiger in a really long time, so I don't think that's a real problem. But we translate everything we read on Facebook, everything we see, whatever, we translate that as something to be afraid of. What if instead it is for us to step in, bring light, and shatter the fear? If we shatter the fear, what happens? The faith rises. Your faith. I don't care what you believe in. I care that you believe. And I really hope you believe in yourself too. Because you are a sacred being of light connected to all that is. And all that is love, not fear. What's your biggest fear? Whatever that fear is, that's coming from that shattered experience. So there's two things I want to do here. I do a bigger process. I'm not going to do the whole full meal deal process, but I want us to reclaim shattered energy today. Are you ready to do that?
Yes.
All right. First step, pray about it. Join me in prayer. Loving Spirit of Light. Oh, help us to reclaim the truth of who we are. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Step 2. Find something in this immediate moment to be grateful for. What are you grateful for? Oh, these two are hugging each other. I'm grateful for this one. I love it. I love it. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for the next breath. Thank you. And step 3, own it. Own it. Take it in. Breathe it in. Here's your sign. Here's your calling to breathe that in. Now I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation. And in this guided meditation, I want this part of us to be front and center and present. You ask for it. Are you ready to receive it? Fear's going to try to tell you no. Fear's going to try to say, oh, you don't want to let go of fear because I'm keeping you safe. I'm keeping you from letting somebody else's misdeeds hurt your feelings. I'm keeping your heart safe. No, it's not. Phil read earlier about an unlived life. Fear is keeping you from living your life. Let it go. Let it go. Now, right here. Okay, Phil, if you'll dim the lights, we're going to do a little guided meditation. I know I got fired up and then I'm going to calm you down. But that's how it is. All right, take a breath. Just be here. Be here in this moment. Whatever was going on out there, whatever's happened in the past, whatever you got facing, let it go for now. Just be here. In this moment, breathing is the only thing you're responsible for doing. And you know what? Your body does that all by itself. So you can even let that go. Now bring your attention to your heart of hearts, your inner heart, your core of your being. And from that spot, bring your attention to the top of your head. There's an energy portal there. And this energy portal is always open to spirit. Always. And when we bring our attention to that, it expands and opens so that we can have an even deeper, stronger, more powerful connection. And as you're opening to that, you'll also be opening to an energy portal above your head. And there's many energy portals above your head. You will intuitively know exactly what's right for you today. Maybe it'll be the golden portal, or maybe it'll be a red portal, or a yellow portal, or purple, pink. Maybe it'll be iridescent. Whatever energy you tap into is what your inner being, your true self, requires now in order to really heal and restore. So tap into that and let that energy flow in. Let it flood your mind. We let fear flood our mind. Let this loving light flood our mind. And you know what happens to the fear? It's dissipated. It's pushed away. Letting more and more of this living light of love touch the heart space. And let it sit here for a moment. And while you've got that just sitting in your heart space, expanding and growing and healing and comforting, bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet. There's energy portals there. Sometimes they look like the eye of a camera. Will open up. Trapdoors, whatever works for you. And as those open, any unwanted energy just drains out the bottoms of your feet. It's heavy. You're tired of carrying it. Just let it go. All those fractured, shattered pieces of the self, just let them flow out the bottoms of your feet. Don't need to hang on to them. All those times people told you were stupid, let it go. All those times people told you you weren't wanted, let it go. All those times that people told you you weren't good enough, let it go. All those times you told yourself you weren't good enough, let it go. And as that is draining out the bottoms of your feet, this is leaving more room for this living light of love to come in and expand. So let it fill your heart. Let it expand out into your arms, into your hands. Let it fill your torso. Let it touch every organ, every system, every tissue, every fiber, every cell, even down into your cells, even down into your DNA. Sweeping through your whole body. And let it sweep through your body into the earth. You are grounding and anchoring this beautiful, loving light of compassion and truth to this earth. It feels good to be of service in this way. And now gently close the bottoms of your feet, and this allows you to be a vessel of light. And now this light permeates through your body and out into your energy field around your body. So you're surrounded by this beautiful, beautiful light. There are no fractured spaces here. It's all cohesive. It's all love, all light. And you get to own that. It's you, part of who you are. Now in our mind's eye, we're going to take a little walk. And we're going to walk through the forest. And this forest has pine trees, but it also has deciduous trees like oaks and fruit trees and that sort of thing. And the trees are just brilliant with fall colors. What colors do you see? Do you see some red ones, some orange ones, golden ones? There's still some green. There's some brown. And the trees are just letting go. They're drawing back to themselves, back to their core, because they know cold winter times are coming. And this is important for them. So they let it go. And just as the trees are letting go, you're going to look now as you're walking through this forest. You're going to look at your energy field and see any other fractured pieces and just let them go like they were leaves ready to fall. What color are they? Different colors? Specific color? And as you allow these things to fall away, you realize that the energy of who you are is stronger, is brighter. And now allow yourself to find the big old oak tree. Leaves are in many different colors, but at the base of this tree is a hollow space. And in the hollow space of this tree, there is a symbolic object that has been placed here for you that will help you remember and reconnect with the truth of who you really are. So reach in and bring out this symbolic object. You don't even have to know what it means for you. Your soul does. We'll discuss it here in a minute. But for now, just receive it with deep gratitude. This is a gift to help restore you to the truth of who you really are. If you don't receive a symbolic object, perhaps it's a word or a thought or a feeling. And receive that with the deepest gratitude. Again, gratitude is one of the keys that opens the door to having this heart filled with love and goodness and the truth of who you are. And you might want to leave a little something here. Maybe it's a gift. Maybe it's something you're ready to let go of. Put that in the base of this tree. Either one. Either a gift or something you're ready to let go of. A symbolic object or a feeling or a thought or a word. Whatever. Whatever you choose is what's right for you. And with this exchange, the giving and the receiving, allow yourself to walk back through this forest, noticing the trees and their brilliance, honoring them in their journey, honoring yourself in your own journey, finding your way back into this time and space, back into the here and now, taking a breath in, exhale. And Mr. Phil, if you'll join me, we'll do communion. And after communion, if you have any questions about your meditation, I'll be happy to discuss that with you. If you want to join us in communion, there's communion cups at the back. If you want to just be, this is not for you, that's fine. Thank you for allowing us this sacred moment. I'll start with a little wafer first. And join us in prayer. Loving Spirit of Light, thank you. Thank you for restoring us. Thank you for recharging us. Thank you for helping us to let go of things that no longer serve us. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of Light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, all of it, and help us to learn the truth of who we really are in your eyes. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your blessings. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. center light for us, Beth? Thank you.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay. You want to turn on the mic? Turn on the mic?
Unless you had something special.
No, I do not. I just blab. I got it.
I always feel so special being in this place with all my friends and people. And I want to say thank you for those 28 years that we've had in this wonderful congregation of friends and community. I'm going to miss it next week because I am traveling on to go south for the winter.
Snowbird.
Yeah.
So, how's Oregon this time of year?
So I will kayak through this wonderful method and say hi. And thank you so much. Keep us going while I'm gone. I got a little carried away.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, the tags on top is if you want to give online, you can scan that. It'll take you and do a credit card thing if you want. That'd be cool. We're still trying to
Trying to do Venmo.
do the other Venmo stuff, so.
One of these days, we'll get it. Just because I have failed in the past doesn't mean I'm a failure. Haha. So anybody have any questions about your guided meditation? There's one right there.
You should have kept the mic.
I know.
I found it very interesting when I was bringing my energy up to find my portal. It was not the usual portals that I see or experience. It was like a ring of beautiful wooden beads,
Ooh,
handcrafted beads, in the circle.
wow.
And instead of glowing light, it was these beads.
So
And
this
I
is
thought, well,
ancestors.
I don't know about that one. I'll find another one. But I kept coming back to that
Yeah.
circle of beads. So there must be something there.
Yeah, this is your ancestors.
Ancestors.
Yes, the handcrafted wooden beads are, you have a circle of ancestors here that are here to support and encourage and bless. Feels pretty darn good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, never had that before. That's, that
Yeah,
image. So, thank you.
yeah. What gift did you receive from the tree?
I was somewhere else.
You were somewhere else. See, you got what you needed right there.
I must
You didn't
have.
need anything
Yeah.
else.
Because typically, quite often in the midst of the meditations, I don't know, I go somewhere.
Yeah, because you go where you need to go.
Apparently.
Anybody else? One up front?
No, I was gonna.
Did you have a question? Okay, go for it.
I was indigo and gold.
Indigo and gold. So indigo is intuitive energy, and gold is self-worth.
And my object that I gave was actually something that Jackie inspired. It was saying that you're safe with me now and that you're forgiven.
I love it. I love it.
And
That's
then,
great.
and what I received was a baby rattle.
A baby rattle. So you get to, I think there's a Bible verse talk about a joyful noise. You get to be a joyful noise. Get to have fun.
That's so cool.
Your inner child gets to play again.
Thank you.
Welcome. You want to pass that forward or go ahead?
So I wasn't going to say anything, but for rattle, I got one of those pop-it toys that, that you run on the ground, they start popping, making all kinds of noise, so joyful noise. But my connection was like a bank, the bank tubes.
Oh, a bank tube? Just gonna, right there. Instantaneous.
That's kind of what I thought too, but
Here, yeah.
We'll get back around.
so my, what I received was a puzzle piece.
Uh-huh.
And what I gave was a quartz heart, rose quartz heart stone.
Okay, so let's do the rose quartz heart stone first. So this is saying that whatever you do, you're going to put your heart into it. Even if it's just a mundane task, you're going to put your heart into it because that's what makes you happy. That's the truth of who you are. You can't do anything haphazardly. You're all in or nothing, right?
That's true.
Yeah. And so this puzzle piece, have you ever done a jigsaw puzzle and you missed a piece? It's so frustrating because it's like, because you can't see the full picture until you get that last piece in, and then you see the picture. So you've been given the opportunity now to see the big picture of who you really are and your place in this world. And it has to do with you coming from your heart. Wow. Way cool. Up right there.
Horrible like stars, bunch of dots everywhere.
Stars.
Stars
Yay.
everywhere. I got an old Altoid box. It looked like an Altoid box with a metal tin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it had this old-fashioned bow, like you had made in like the 1800s. On top.
An old-fashioned bow. Mm-hmm.
And then I left, and I felt cheap for leaving it, but it was a little tiny plastic toy, just like something you'd get in like a Cracker Jack box or something, and a cup of tea.
And a cup of tea. Okay. Funny. All right. So the Altoid, they're little metal boxes, in case you don't know. Little metal boxes, and then hers had an old-fashioned bow on it. So this is what the gift you received, right? So this is about feeling protected. I mean, they're not big, but you can carry them everywhere, and your Altoids don't get crushed, you know. So there is nothing in this world that can crush your spirit ever again. Ever again. And the bow is the beauty of who you are, acknowledging that. It is the beauty of you, your beauty of your life that is part of this protection that keeps you. Nothing's going to ever crush you again, ever. And then what you put back was a toy. Okay. And what else was it?
My cup of tea.
A cup of tea. So for you, the toy isn't, you're not letting go of your childlike self. This is letting go of mediocrity.
What?
You're letting go of feeling that you're only a toy from a Cracker Jack box. You're so much more than that. And this cup of tea is saying that if this is not your cup of tea, you're going to know it and you're going to let it go. So this is clarity. You're allowing yourself that clarity. Does that make sense? Powerful stuff. And we have one over here, if you mind.
Well, you're our cup of tea.
Excuse me.
So when I went in, I received it was like a brass key with a green heart, and then what I left was expectations.
Oh, I love it. Leaving expectations. Those things can really tie us up, can't they? Can I speak to expectations just briefly? So expectations are the part of our soul that is trying to keep us safe. And so this letting that go is letting yourself be vulnerable. Big, scary stuff. And what did you receive again? Tell me again.
It was a key with
A key. Okay, so a brass key with a green heart on it. So this is, you've been given the keys to open whatever door you choose. Let your heart choose. Your mind is going to say, well, I should do this, and I should do that, and I should do the other thing. But your heart's going to say, no, this is mine to do. Do that. And you'll have everything you need to accomplish that. That make sense? Right behind you.
Okay, so when you first mentioned that you were to think of something, right away a magic wand.
A magic wand.
And then when it was time to receive, then I was like, oh, I already got my magic wand. But then one of those art pyramids popped up. And then when it was time to give, I saw like a flat cartoon heart, like just like a cartoon heart. And I'm like, okay, that's weird, but that's what I do.
So let me do this again. What was it you gave?
A heart.
The heart, the cartoon heart.
Flat cartoon heart.
Okay, so the inauthentic being nice because you have to is gone for you. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you received the magic wand and the pyramid. Okay, so the magic wand is about whatever you wish for. Ting! It's more than a wish. Because if it's a hope gifted to you, then it's divinely inspired. And then the pyramid is about power. So if you're hoping it and wishing for it, that's a divine gift, a divine inspiration, and you'll be given the power to make it happen. Woohoo!
Oh, that was big.
Anybody else? One more in the back. Fun stuff.
I received a lit candle,
A lit candle.
a white lit candle,
Uh-huh.
and I left fear.
Good for you. Yeah, good for you. So it's so easy to get caught up in fear, especially when we're being gifted with all kinds of information that generates that fear. When the truth of it is, this white candle is all about clarity and purity and being in the light. You are a piece of the light. And the light is with you, the light is within you. Whatever befalls, the light is here to guide your way. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so let's do an energy circuit for the folks online. And then we'll do our circle up song. I was going to have Phil do a song. I haven't had a chance to cue it up for him, so I guess we'll have to skip that. Do whatever you want to do, Phil. Sorry, leave you at the last minute. The song I wanted to do was Put a Little Love in Your Heart. You remember that one? Put a little love in your heart. Anyway, and the world will be a better place. So rub your hands together. Bring that energy into your heart space, from your heart space to your left hand to your right hand, back to your heart space. This is that divine connected circuit. When we're connected in, we can be love. We can be light in our world and in our environment. And we can be whole and pure and clear. Bringing that beautiful energy in. Can you feel it building between your hands? This powerful energy. It's not yours. It's divine energy, and it's unlimited. Need more? Ask for more. Want more? Ask for more. Receive more. And bring that living light into your heart space. Have a great week. We will see you next time. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye.